You think being broken gives you special treatment? My therapist charges more per hour than you make in a week. Those words hang in the air like poison. The courtroom goes completely silent. You could hear a pin drop. Every person in the room freezes. Their mouths fall open. Their eyes go wide with shock. This is Providence Municipal Court. Judge Frank Caprio sits at the bench. His face is calm, but his eyes show something different, something dangerous. In front of him stands Trevor Langston, 26 years old, wearing a Balenciaga hoodie that costs $2,000, off-white sneakers, a Cartier bracelet on his wrist. His hair is perfectly styled. He leans against the defendant's table like he's bored, like this is a waste of his time. Across from him sits another man. His name is Chen, 33 years old. He wears a faded Marines t-shirt. The fabric is thin from too many washes. His jeans have a patch on the knee. Not a fashion patch. A real patch covering a hole. His hands shake slightly. They rest on his lap. His eyes look down at the floor. He hasn't looked up once since he entered the courtroom. If you believe justice should protect those who serve our country, you'll want to see what happens next. The bailiff called this case 10 minutes ago. Case number 2025, TR 94523. Chen is here for unpaid parking tickets. 3 of them. Total cost is $450. That might not sound like much, but for Marcus, it's everything. He works at a warehouse, stacking boxes, loading trucks. His hands are rough. His back hurts. He makes $12 an hour. After rent, food, and his medication, there's almost nothing left. Marcus has autism. He was diagnosed as a child. Eye contact is hard for him. Really hard. It feels like staring into the sun. It makes his brain hurt. Makes his chest tight. So he looks down. He always looks down. But he served his country anyway. For years in the Marines. 2 tours in Afghanistan. He came home with PTSD on top of his autism. The nightmares never stop. The sounds of explosions still ring in his ears. But he doesn't complain. He just tries to survive. Then there's Trevor Langston. His father owns Langston Capital Group, a hedge fund worth $300 million. Trevor has never worked a real job. Not even for a day. He got a job title at his dad's company. Vice President of Strategic Initiatives. That's a fancy way of saying he does nothing. He posts on Instagram. He drives a Porsche 911. He drinks at clubs where bottles cost $1,000. And right now, he's here because he hit Marcus's car in a parking lot. Then he left. Just drove away. Didn't leave a note. Didn't call the police. Just left. But Marcus wrote down the license plate. His military training taught him to notice details. To remember. He reported it. The police tracked Trevor down. Now they're both in court. Marcus for his unpaid tickets. Trevor for hit and run. Judge Caprio looks at the papers in front of him. Mr. Chen, I see you have 3 parking violations. All from a hospital zone near Brown University. Can you explain these? Marcus's head stays down. His voice is quiet. So quiet people lean forward to hear. Yes, sir. I go to the VA hospital there. For my appointments. The free parking lot is always full. So I park on the street. But the meters, they're expensive. $2 an hour. My appointments sometimes take 3 hours. I don't always have enough. His hands shake more. He grips his knees. I know I should pay. I'm sorry. I'm trying to save money. For my sister. She has cancer. I send her money when I can. The courtroom is quiet. A woman in the second row wipes her eyes. A man in a suit shakes his head slowly. Even the clerk looks sad. Judge Caprio nods. His face is kind. Thank you for your service, Mr. Chen. And I'm sorry about your sister. We'll address your tickets. But first, we have another matter. Mr. Langston, please approach. Trevor pushes off from the table. He walks slow, like he's doing everyone a favor by being here. His lawyer follows him. The lawyer's name is Richard Moss. He wears a suit that costs more than Marcus makes in 2 months. His briefcase is Italian leather. He looks nervous. Really nervous. Mr. Langston, you're here for leaving the scene of an accident. The incident occurred on March 15th in the parking lot of Veterans Memorial Park. Do you understand the charge? Trevor shrugs. Actually shrugs. I guess. But it was just a little bump. Barely scratched my car. Judge Caprio looks at him over his glasses. You hit another vehicle and left without providing your information. That's a crime. Crime. Trevor laughs. It's not a nice laugh. It's the kind of laugh that makes your skin crawl. Come on. It was a parking lot tap. My car has more value in its paint job than his whole car is worth. People in the gallery shift in their seats. Someone whispers. The bailiff's jaw tightens. Judge Caprio's voice stays calm. Mr. Langston, this is a court of law. I expect you to show respect. Respect. Trevor's smile gets bigger. Sure. Whatever. Can we just move this along? I have a meeting at my club at noon. His lawyer touches his arm. Trevor, please. Trevor pulls his arm away. Dude, relax. This is nothing. Just pay whatever fine, and we're out. Judge Caprio writes something down. Let's review the evidence. Officer Patterson, please provide your report. A police officer stands. He's older. Maybe 50. His uniform is neat. His voice is clear. Yes, Your Honor. On March 15th at approximately 2:15 p.m., I responded to Veterans Memorial Park regarding a hit and run. The victim, Mr. Chen, provided a license plate number. The vehicle belonged to Mr. Langston. I visited his residence that evening. And what did you find? Fresh damage to the front bumper of his Porsche. Silver paint transfer matching Mr. Chen's vehicle. When I questioned Mr. Langston, he initially denied being at the park that day. Trevor rolls his eyes. I forgot. Big deal. You forgot hitting someone's car. Judge Caprio asks. It was barely a bump. I didn't think it mattered. Officer Patterson continues. When I pressed him, he changed his story. Said he was in a hurry. Said he figured the other car was old anyway. Then he offered me something. The courtroom gets very quiet. He offered me $500 cash to make the report disappear. Gasps fill the room. Multiple gasps. Someone says, "Oh my God," out loud. Marcus looks up for just a second. His eyes are wide. Then he looks back down. Trevor's face turns red. That's not, I was joking. It was a joke. You handed me $500 bills, Officer Patterson says. His voice is hard now. You said, and I quote, "Come on, man. This is easier for everyone." That's attempted bribery of a police officer. Judge Caprio's face doesn't change, but his eyes do. They get harder, colder. Mr. Langston, are you aware that bribing an officer is a felony? Trevor's lawyer jumps in. Your Honor, my client was simply. Your client can speak for himself, Judge Caprio says. Mr. Langston. Trevor crosses his arms. Look, I made a mistake, okay? I'll pay for his car. Problem solved. Leaving the scene is a crime. Attempting to bribe an officer is a crime. These aren't problems you can simply pay away. Everything can be paid away. Trevor says it without thinking. The words just come out. That's how the world works. The gallery erupts. People talk over each other. Unbelievable, someone shouts. The bailiff raises his hand. Order. Quiet. Judge Caprio lets the moment settle. Then he speaks. Let me understand. You believe money solves everything. Pretty much, yeah. Trevor's confidence is coming back. No offense, but that's reality. My dad always says money talks. Everything else walks. Your father isn't on trial here. You are. Same difference. He'll take care of this. He always does. Judge Caprio picks up another paper. This is interesting. Mr. Langston, do you know what this is? Trevor barely looks. No clue. This is a record of phone calls made to this courthouse in the past week. 3 calls from Langston Capital Group. 2 from a law firm your father keeps on retainer. 1 from someone who identified themselves as a campaign donor to several city officials. All of them asking about your case. All of them suggesting this matter could be handled quietly. Trevor smirks. See? That's what I mean. People know my dad. They know our family matters. Your family matters. Yeah. Like we're important. We support this city. My dad's company employs people. We donate to charities. So yeah, we matter more than some random guy with parking tickets. Marcus flinches. His shoulders hunch. He makes himself smaller. A woman in the 3rd row stands up. That's disgusting, she yells. The bailiff moves toward her. Ma'am, please sit down. She sits, but her face shows pure anger. Judge Caprio puts the paper down. Mr. Langston, do you see the man sitting over there? Mr. Chen. Trevor glances at Marcus. Yeah. So, do you know anything about him? Not really. Why would I? He's a United States Marine Corps veteran. He served 2 tours in Afghanistan. He was awarded the Purple Heart for injuries sustained in combat. He came home, and despite his challenges, he works every day to support himself and his family. Do you understand what that means? Trevor shrugs. Good for him, I guess. The courtroom goes cold. People stare at Trevor like he's an alien, like they can't believe he's real. Judge Caprio leans forward. Good for him. What do you want me to say? I didn't ask him to join the military. That was his choice. His choice to serve your country, to defend your freedom. Okay, sure, but that doesn't give him the right to take up space in a parking lot where I needed to park. The words hit like a bomb. Complete silence. 5 seconds. 10 seconds. No one moves. No one breathes. Marcus's hands grip his knees so hard his knuckles turn white. A tear runs down his face. Just one. He wipes it fast. Judge Caprio's voice is different now. It's quiet, controlled, dangerous. What did you just say? Trevor realizes he's gone too far, but he can't stop. He's too deep. I'm just saying the world doesn't stop because someone was in the military. People need to move on. Stop expecting special treatment. Special treatment? Yeah. Like, I'm sorry he has problems. I really am. But you think being broken gives you special treatment? My therapist charges more per hour than you make in a week. That's the moment. The nuclear moment. The moment everything changes. The courtroom explodes. People jump to their feet, shouting, yelling. The bailiff moves fast. Everyone sit down. Now. His hand goes to his belt. Not to his gun. But the movement is clear. This is serious. Marcus stands up. Not to fight, but because his body moves on its own. He's shaking. Really shaking. His face is wet with tears now. He turns to leave. He can't be here. Can't listen anymore. Mr. Chen, please don't leave, Judge Caprio says. His voice is gentle now. Completely different from how he's speaking to Trevor. Please. Sit down. This will be over soon. Marcus sits. But he's breaking. You can see it. Every person in that courtroom can see it. Judge Caprio looks at Trevor. Really looks at him. Do you understand what you just said? Trevor's face is pale now. His lawyer has his head in his hands. I didn't mean. You called a decorated veteran broken. You mocked his service. You suggested his trauma and his disability are simply inconveniences to you. That's not what I meant. Then what did you mean? Explain it to me. Explain it to him. Judge Caprio points at Marcus. Look at him and tell him what you meant. Trevor tries. He turns toward Marcus. Opens his mouth. But no words come. Marcus still looks down. Won't meet his eyes. Can't meet his eyes. You can't even do that, Judge Caprio says. You can't even face him. He's not looking at me. He won't make eye contact. Do you know why? Trevor doesn't answer. Mr. Chen has autism. Eye contact causes him physical and emotional pain. But he served anyway. He pushed through his fear. Through his discomfort. He put on a uniform. He carried a rifle. He went to a war zone where people were trying to kill him. All so you could sit in your father's office and cash checks you didn't earn. All so you could drive your expensive car and wear your expensive clothes. He bled for your freedom. And you just called him broken. Trevor's legs look weak. He grabs the table for support. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. You're not sorry. Not yet. But you will be. Judge Caprio picks up his pen. Let's review all the evidence before I make my ruling. Clerk, please bring up the body camera footage from Officer Patterson's visit to Mr. Langston's residence. A screen on the wall lights up. It shows Trevor's house. Not a house. A mansion. The driveway has 3 cars. The Porsche with the damaged bumper. A Range Rover. A Mercedes G-Wagon. All new. All spotless except for the Porsche. Officer Patterson approaches. Rings the doorbell. Trevor answers. He's wearing pajama pants and a designer t-shirt. It's 7 p.m. He hasn't left his house all day. Trevor Langston. Officer Patterson asks on the video. Yeah, what's this about? Were you at Veterans Memorial Park this afternoon around 2 p.m.? Nope. Wasn't me. This is your Porsche. The camera shows the car. Yeah, why? There's fresh damage here. Silver paint transfer. Can you explain that? Oh, that. Yeah, I was at the park. I forgot. You forgot in the last 5 hours. Dude, I go a lot of places. I can't remember every single one. A witness says you struck their vehicle and left without leaving information. What? No. I mean, maybe I bumped something. But it was tiny. Not even worth reporting. It's a crime to leave the scene of an accident. Trevor laughs on the video. Actually laughs. Come on, man. Look at this place. He waves at his house. You think I'm worried about some parking lot tap? The other car was a piece of junk. Probably helped it by putting it out of its misery. Officer Patterson's voice stays professional. Sir, I need you to take this seriously. I am. Here. Trevor pulls out his wallet. Right there on camera. He counts out $500 bills. This is easier for everyone, right? You don't have to do paperwork. I don't have to deal with court. Everyone wins. Sir, are you attempting to bribe a police officer? Trevor's face changes. He realizes his mistake. What? No. I'm offering to pay the fine right now. That's all. There is no fine to pay to me. This is bribery. Bro, relax. I'm trying to help you out here. Officer Patterson takes out his handcuffs. Turn around. Are you serious? My dad is going to lose his mind. Turn around now. The video cuts off. The courtroom is silent again. But this time it's a different silence. It's the silence of people watching something unbelievable. Something they'll tell their friends about later. Judge Caprio speaks. So not only did you leave the scene, you lied to a police officer. Then you attempted to bribe him. All caught on camera. Trevor's lawyer tries again. Your Honor, my client is young. He made poor choices, but he has no prior record. He's willing to make full restitution. Mr. Moss, your client just called a disabled veteran broken in my courtroom. He has shown zero remorse, zero understanding of his actions. His only concern is making this go away with money. Do you really think restitution is the issue here? The lawyer sits down. He knows he's lost. Judge Caprio picks up another document. This is the damage estimate for Mr. Chen's vehicle. The repair cost is $3,200. Mr. Chen's car is worth maybe $4,000 total. He can't afford the repair. He's been driving around with a smashed rear bumper and broken taillight. Do you know what happened last week, Mr. Langston? Trevor doesn't answer. Mr. Chen was pulled over for the broken taillight. The officer gave him a ticket. Another fine he can't afford. All because you drove away from your responsibility. Marcus wipes his face again. His shoulders shake. And here's what really gets me, Judge Caprio continues. Mr. Chen came to court today, knowing he couldn't pay his parking tickets. He was prepared to set up a payment plan, maybe even face jail time. But he came. He showed up. He took responsibility for his actions, even though those actions were caused by poverty, not carelessness. He was parked illegally because he was trying to get medical treatment he earned through his service to this country. Meanwhile, you committed actual crimes and thought your father's money would make them disappear. Judge Caprio opens another file. Let's talk about your social media, Mr. Langston. Trevor's face goes white. What? Your Instagram account. Username richkid_Trevor. Verified account. 43,000 followers. Do you remember what you posted on March 15th? The day of the accident. Trevor's mouth opens. Nothing comes out. The clerk puts another image on the screen. It's an Instagram story. Trevor sitting in his Porsche. The caption reads, "Some idiot parked too close. Gave him a love tap on my way out. Oops. Not my problem." The courtroom erupts again. Louder this time. People are standing. Yelling. He admitted it, someone shouts. He bragged about it. The bailiff has to yell to get control. Sit down. Everyone sit down now. Judge Caprio waits. He's not in a hurry. He lets the anger build. Lets it simmer. Then he speaks. So you hit his car. You knew you hit his car. You bragged about hitting his car to 43,000 people. Then you lied to a police officer about it. Then you tried to bribe that officer. And then, when faced with your actions, you mocked a disabled veteran in a court of law. Do I have that right? Trevor can't speak. His mouth moves, but no sound comes out. Let me tell you something, Mr. Langston. I've been a judge for many years. I've seen thousands of cases. Thousands of people stand where you're standing. Poor people, rich people, young people, old people, every kind of person you can imagine. And I've learned something important. The measure of a person isn't their bank account. It's not their car or their clothes or their father's company. It's how they treat other people when no one is watching. It's whether they take responsibility for their actions. It's whether they see other human beings as equals or obstacles. Judge Caprio stands up. He walks down from a bench. This almost never happens. Judges stay at their bench. But he walks down. He stands in the open space between Trevor and Marcus. "Mr. Chen, would you look at me, please?" Marcus's head lifts slightly. Not all the way, but enough. His eyes meet Judge Caprio's for just a second, then dart away, then back. It's clearly hard for him. Really hard. But he's trying. "Thank you," Judge Caprio says. "I know that's difficult for you. I appreciate the effort." He turns to Trevor. "Mr. Langston, I want you to look at him." Trevor looks. Really look. See him as a person, not as an obstacle, not as someone beneath you. As a human being who has lived a life you can't imagine, who has faced challenges you've never dreamed of, who has fought battles while you were choosing which club to go to. Can you do that? Trevor nods. His face is red. Tears are forming. "Mr. Chen, would you tell us about your sister? If you're comfortable." Marcus's voice is so quiet. "Her name is Lisa. She's 28. Breast cancer. Stage 3. She has 2 kids. The treatment costs they're really high. Her husband left when she got sick. So it's just her. And me. I send her money every week. Whatever I can. It's not much, but it's something." "How much do you send her?" "Usually around $50. Sometimes $100 if I skip some meals." Judge Caprio nods slowly. "And your parking tickets? The ones that brought you here today. You got them while seeking treatment for your PTSD and your service-related injuries." "Yes, sir." "How often do you go to the VA?" "Twice a month. Sometimes more if I'm having bad days." "Bad days." Marcus takes a breath. "Sometimes the memories are too strong. The explosions. The friends I lost. I see them. Hear them. It feels real even though I know it's not. On those days I can't work. Can't function. The VA helps. The doctors there understand. And the parking situation. The free lot is small. It fills up by 8 a.m. My appointments are usually at 10 or 11. So I park on the street. I put in whatever coins I have. But it's not always enough. I didn't know they were adding up. I should have kept better track." Judge Caprio turns to Trevor. "Do you understand now? Do you see the difference between you and him?" Trevor's crying now. Real tears. "I'm sorry," he whispers. "Don't apologize to me. I'm not the one you hurt." Trevor looks at Marcus. "I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I was wrong. About everything." Marcus doesn't respond. He just looks down again. Judge Caprio walks back to his bench. He sits. He looks at his papers. The courtroom is completely silent. Everyone waits. This is the moment of judgment. "Mr. Langston, please stand." Trevor stands. His legs shake. "You are charged with leaving the scene of an accident, attempting to bribe a police officer, and contempt of court. How do you plead?" His lawyer whispers to him. Trevor speaks. "Guilty, Your Honor. To all charges." "Very well. Here is my judgment." Judge Caprio picks up his gavel. But he doesn't strike it yet. First, the financial penalties. You will pay a fine of $15,000. $5,000 for leaving the scene. $5,000 for attempted bribery. $5,000 for contempt of this court. These fines will be paid within 30 days. No payment plans. No extensions. Trevor nods. 15,000 is nothing to him. Everyone knows it. Second, you will pay full restitution to Mr. Chen for his vehicle damage. $3,200. You will also pay his parking ticket fines. $450. You will also pay his taillight ticket. $150. You will also reimburse him for any wages lost due to today's court appearance. These payments will be made within 7 days. Yes, Your Honor. Third, your driver's license is suspended for 180 days. 6 months. During that time, you will not operate any vehicle. Not your Porsche. Not your Range Rover. Not even a bicycle on public roads. If you're caught driving, you'll face jail time. Trevor's face falls. 6 months. 6 months. You endangered others with your reckless behavior. You don't get to endanger anyone else for half a year. How will I get to work? The same way Mr. Chen gets to work. The bus. Your feet. A taxi. You'll figure it out. People in the gallery smile. Some nod. This is getting good. Fourth, community service. You will complete 300 hours of service. But not just any service. You will complete these hours at the Providence Veterans Center. You will serve meals, clean facilities, Assist veterans with daily tasks. You will do this under the direct supervision of the center's director. And you will do it wearing a vest that identifies you as performing court-ordered community service. The smiles get bigger. This is really good. Your hours will be Saturday and Sunday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., every single weekend until your hours are complete. That's approximately 17 weeks. For months. No vacations. No exceptions. If you miss a day, you start over from 0 hours. Trevor's mouth hangs open. Start over. Every single missed day means all your previous hours disappear. So don't miss a day. But I have plans. Trips scheduled. Cancel them. You should have thought about that before you broke the law. His lawyer touches his arm. Trevor closes his mouth. Fifth, you will write a letter of apology. Not to me. To Mr. Chen. This letter will be handwritten. At least 1,000 words. It will detail what you did wrong, why it was wrong, and what you learned. It will be genuine. If I detect any lawyer language or insincere corporate speak, I'll reject it and you'll start again. You have 2 weeks to complete this. Yes, sir. Sixth, you will attend and complete an 8-week empathy and awareness course. This course focuses on understanding privilege, developing compassion, and recognizing the struggles of others. You'll attend every Wednesday evening from 6 to 8 p.m. Perfect attendance required. Trevor just nods now. He's overwhelmed. Seventh, and this is important, you will meet with Mr. Chen in person to deliver your apology letter. This meeting will happen in this courtroom, with me present. You will read your letter aloud. You will answer any questions he has. You will do this with respect and humility. Marcus looks up briefly. His face shows surprise. Eighth, you will create and fund a parking assistance program at the VA hospital. This program will provide free parking vouchers to veterans who can't afford meter fees. You will fund this program with $50,000. This money will be placed in a trust that the VA administers. Your name will not appear on the program. No recognition. No tax write-off. Just help. Gasps fill the room. $50,000. Trevor's face is pale. Even for him, that's real money. Ninth, you will delete your social media post about the accident. You will then post a public apology explaining your actions and your sentence. This post will remain active for at least 1 year. You will not make it private. You will not restrict comments. You will face the public reaction to your behavior. Your Honor, please. I'm not finished. Judge Caprio's voice is steel. 10th, regarding the attempted bribery of Officer Patterson. That charge alone could send you to prison for up to 5 years. However, Officer Patterson has recommended leniency given your age and lack of prior record. So here's what will happen. You will spend 15 days in the adult correctional institutions. You'll report next Monday morning at 8 a.m. You'll be released on day 16. The courtroom gasps. Actual jail time. Trevor's legs buckle. He grabs the table. 15 days. His voice is tiny now. 15 days. You'll experience what it's like to lose your freedom. To sleep on a thin mattress. To eat food you don't choose. To follow rules you don't make. To have absolutely no special treatment because of your name or your father's money. Maybe it will teach you something. Trevor is full-on crying now. His shoulders shake. His face is buried in his hands. His lawyer looks stunned. Finally, you are on probation for 2 years. During this time, you will check in monthly with a probation officer. You will submit to random drug and alcohol testing. You will maintain lawful behavior. Any violation of any law, even a parking ticket, will result in the full 5-year prison sentence for your bribery charge. Do you understand? Trevor can barely speak. Yes, Your Honor. Do you have anything to say? Trevor wipes his face. He looks at Marcus. Marcus still won't look at him. I'm sorry, Trevor says. His voice cracks. I'm so sorry. I was wrong. About everything. I was cruel. I was stupid. I didn't understand. I didn't see you as a person. I just saw myself. What I wanted. What I thought mattered. But I was wrong. You served our country. You sacrificed. You struggle every day with things I can't imagine. And I mocked you. I'm ashamed. I'm truly ashamed. He takes a breath. I know I can't undo what I did. I can't take back what I said. But I promise I'll complete every part of my sentence. I'll learn. I'll change. I'll try to be better. Judge Caprio studies him. Time will tell if those words are genuine. Now sit down. Trevor sits. His whole body slumps. Mr. Chen, please stand. Marcus stands slowly. He's confused. He doesn't understand what's happening. Mr. Chen, regarding your parking tickets. The total fine is $450. Given your service to this country and your current financial situation, I'm reducing that fine to $0. The tickets are dismissed. Marcus's head lifts. His mouth opens. Really? Really? Furthermore, I'm issuing you a special parking permit for the VA hospital. This permit will allow you to park in any legal space near the hospital for free. The permit is good for 5 years. It's renewable after that. Tears roll down Marcus's face. Real tears. Thank you. Thank you so much. You've earned it. Your service. Your sacrifice. Your courage to come here today, even though it's hard for you. You've earned respect and dignity. I'm sorry our city failed to provide that before now. The courtroom erupts in applause. Actual applause. People stand. They clap. They cheer. The bailiff doesn't stop them this time. Even he's clapping. Marcus covers his face. His body shakes with sobs. But they're good sobs. Relief sobs. Judge Caprio waits for the room to quiet. Mr. Chen, I have one more thing. The court has a victim assistance fund. It's designed to help crime victims who suffer financial hardship. I'm awarding you $5,000 from this fund to help with your sister's medical expenses. Marcus's knees actually give out. He sits down hard. I don't. I can't. You can. You will. The check will be ready tomorrow. Our clerk will contact you. The applause starts again. Louder this time. People are crying. Happy crying. Judge Caprio strikes his gavel. This court is adjourned. Mr. Langston, report to the bailiff to arrange your surrender for incarceration. Mr. Chen, please see the clerk for your parking permit paperwork. Everyone else, have a good day. People file out slowly. They talk to each other. Share reactions. Some approach Marcus to shake his hand. He lets them. It's hard, but he lets them. Trevor stands at the defendant's table. His lawyer talks to bailiff. He looks small now. Young. Scared. All his confidence is gone. Stripped away like old paint. 8 weeks later. The courthouse doors open. Marcus walks in. He's wearing the same faded Marines t-shirt, but he stands taller now. His hands don't shake as much. He's been using the parking permit. It helps. It really helps. Not having to worry about tickets. About money. About time. He can focus on his treatment. On healing. Trevor walks in from a different entrance. He looks completely different. His hair is simple now. No product. No style. He wears jeans and a plain blue t-shirt. Regular sneakers. No brands. No logos. His face is thinner. Tired. He just finished his 15 days in jail. It was the hardest 15 days of his life. No phone. No computer. No comfort. Just 4 walls and other inmates. Some of them veterans. Some of them with stories like Marcus. He learned a lot in those 15 days. They're here for the letter reading. The apology. Judge Caprio enters. All rise. Everyone stands. Then sits when he does. We're here for a follow-up to case 2025, TR 94523. Mr. Langston, do you have your letter? Trevor stands. His hands shake. Just like Marcus is used to. Yes, Your Honor. He unfolds several pieces of paper. They are worn, like he's read them many times. Revised them. Worked on them. Mr. Chen, are you comfortable with this proceeding? Marcus nods. He still doesn't make eye contact. But he's present. Engaged. Very well. Mr. Langston, you may begin. Trevor clears his throat. His voice is different now. Softer. Genuine. Dear Marcus, I don't know if you'll ever forgive me. I don't know if you should. What I did was unforgivable. What I said was unforgivable. But I need to try to explain. Not to excuse myself. Just to show you that I understand now what I didn't understand then. He takes a breath. I grew up with money. Everything I ever wanted I got. If something broke, we bought a new one. If someone said no, my dad made them say yes. I never learned that other people struggle. That other people hurt. That other people are real in the same way I'm real. I saw them as background characters in my life. Not as full people with their own stories and pain and dreams. When I hit your car, my first thought wasn't about you. It was about my car. My paint. My insurance. I never thought about what it meant for you. That your car might be all you have. That you might not be able to afford to fix it. That it might cause you real problems. I just thought, not my problem. And I drove away. Then when Officer Patterson came, I thought I could fix it with money. Because money always fixed everything for me. I tried to bribe him. I didn't see it as a crime. I saw it as a solution. A shortcut. A way to make the inconvenience disappear. In court, when I saw you, I still didn't see you. I saw someone who was taking up time. Time I wanted to spend somewhere else. When you explained your parking tickets, I didn't feel sympathy. I felt annoyed. Like, why is this my problem? Why should I care? Trevor's voice cracks. Then Judge Caprio explained who you are, what you did, where you served, what you sacrificed, and I still didn't get it. Not really. I said horrible things. Things I can't take back. I called you broken. I mocked your service. I compared you to my therapist's bills like that meant something. Like that was equivalent. It wasn't. It isn't. Nothing I've experienced comes close to what you've been through. Then I went to jail. For 15 days I lived in a cell. With other men. Some of them veterans like you. They told me their stories. About Afghanistan. Iraq. About coming home with injuries you can't see. About PTSD. About autism, and how hard it makes everything. One guy, Robert, he told me about his friend Marcus. He said if that was you, I should know that you're a hero. That you saved his life. That you pulled him out of a burning vehicle. That you took shrapnel doing it. That you stayed in the military even though your autism made it 10 times harder. Tears rolled down Trevor's face. I don't know if that's you. Maybe it's not. But it could be. And I would have never known. Because I never asked. I never cared. I just judged you for not looking me in the eye. For being quiet. For taking up space I wanted. These past 8 weeks, I've been at the Veterans Center every weekend. I serve food. I clean tables. I help guys get to appointments. And every single one of them has a story like yours. Sacrifice. Service. Struggle. And most of them are so kind. So patient. Even with me. Even knowing why I'm there. They treat me with more respect than I treated you. One man, Richard, he has autism too. He explained to me what it feels like. He said eye contact is like staring into a bright light. It hurts. It's overwhelming. But he does it anyway when he has to because people expect it. He pushes through pain just to make others comfortable. And I mocked you for not doing that. For not hurting yourself for my comfort. I'm ashamed. I've learned that service isn't about status. It's about sacrifice. I've learned that strength isn't about money. It's about character. I've learned that respect isn't owed to the rich. It's earned through actions. You earned it. I didn't. I can't undo what I did. I can't unsay what I said. But I've set up the parking fund like Judge Caprio ordered. $50,000 so veterans like you never have to worry about parking tickets while seeking care. It's not enough. It doesn't make us even. But it's something. A start. I'm completing my community service. Not because I have to. I do have to. But also because I want to. Because I'm learning. I'm meeting people I would have never met. Hearing stories I would have never heard. Becoming someone better than who I was. Marcus, I'm sorry. I'm deeply, truly sorry. For hitting your car. For leaving. For trying to bribe Officer Patterson. For every word I said in this courtroom. For not seeing you as a person. For failing to honor your service. For being cruel when you deserve kindness. I'm sorry. Trevor folds the letter. He's crying hard now. His whole body shakes. I don't expect forgiveness. I just wanted you to know that I understand now. What you did for this country. What you continue to do every day just by surviving and pushing forward. You're a better man than I'll ever be. But I'm trying to be better than I was. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifice. And I'm sorry. He sits down. The courtroom is silent. Everyone waits. All eyes turn to Marcus. Marcus sits very still. His hands rest on his lap. He doesn't look up. 30 seconds pass. A minute. Then he speaks. I forgive you. 3 words. Quiet. Simple. But they hit like thunder. I forgive you because someone forgave me once. When I came home, I was angry. Really angry. I yelled at people. I broke things. I hurt my family with my words. Not because I wanted to, because I didn't know how to deal with what was in my head. My dad, he sat with me. He said, you're hurt. Hurt people. But you can heal. And healing starts with forgiveness. Me forgiving you. You forgiving yourself. Marcus takes a breath. I don't excuse what you did. But I see you trying. I've been at the Veterans Center. Richard told me about you. He said you're actually trying. Not just going through the motions. Actually listening. Learning. That matters. When you're in combat, you learn something important. People can change. Have to change. Because if you can't adapt, you don't survive. You're adapting. Changing. That takes courage. Maybe not the same courage as wearing a uniform, but courage anyway. So I forgive you. Not for you. For me. Because carrying anger is heavy. I've carried enough heavy things. I don't want to carry this too. Judge Caprio wipes his eye. Even he's emotional. Mr. Chen, that's very generous of you. Mr. Langston, you have received a gift today. Forgiveness you don't deserve. What will you do with it? Trevor stands. He looks at Marcus. Marcus still doesn't look back. I'll honor it. By being better. By staying better. By never forgetting this lesson. See that you do. Judge Caprio picks up his papers. Mr. Langston, you have completed 15 days of incarceration. You have 8 more weeks of community service. 6 weeks of your empathy course. 17 more months of probation. Stay on track. Don't disappoint Mr. Chen. Don't disappoint this court. Don't disappoint yourself. I won't, Your Honor. I promise. Mr. Chen, how is your sister? Marcus's face softens. Better. The $5,000 helped so much. She's responding to treatment. The doctors are hopeful. She asks about you. About what you did. She cries every time. Good tears. She wants to write you a letter to say thank you. Tell her she doesn't need to thank me. Tell her to focus on getting well. Tell her this court wishes her the very best. I will. Thank you. For everything. Judge Caprio stands. Everyone else stands too. This follow-up hearing is concluded. Mr. Langston, report to your probation officer next week. Mr. Chen, take care of yourself and your sister. Everyone else, remember what you saw here. Remember that justice isn't just about punishment. It's about accountability, learning, growth, redemption. Court dismissed. He strikes the gavel one last time. People file out. Some stop to talk to Marcus. Others avoid Trevor. He understands. He doesn't expect anything different. In the hallway, Trevor catches up to Marcus. Hey, Marcus, wait. Marcus stops. He doesn't turn around. But he stops. I meant what I said in there. All of it. And if you ever need anything at all, I want to help. Not to make myself feel better. Not to earn points. Just because it's right. Here's my number. He holds out a piece of paper. Marcus hesitates. Then takes it. He still doesn't look at Trevor. But he nods. Once. A small nod. Then he walks away. Trevor watches him go. Then he walks the other way. Toward the bus stop. His Porsche is still parked at home. Suspended license for 4 more months. So he'll take the bus. Like Marcus does every day. It's a small thing. But it's something. 6 months later. Marcus sits in the waiting room of the VA hospital. He's here for his regular appointment. But today he's not worried about parking. He has his permit displayed on his dashboard. No more tickets. No more stress. He can focus on healing. His phone buzzes. A text from an unknown number. He opens it. Hi Marcus. It's Trevor. I hope it's okay that I text. I finished all my community service. All my classes. The probation officer says I'm doing great. More importantly, I feel different. Better. I'm starting a non-profit to help veterans with PTSD access therapy. Using my trust fund to fund it. Not because I have to, because I want to, because I met so many people like you who need help. Anyway, I wanted to say thanks. For forgiving me. For giving me a chance to be better. I hope your sister is still doing well. Take care. Marcus reads it twice. Then he types back. That's good. Proud of you. Lisa is in remission. Keep being better. He sends it, then puts his phone away. A small smile crosses his face. Not big, but real. In his office downtown, Trevor reads the reply. Proud of you. 2 words from a man he wronged. 2 words that mean everything. He closes his phone. On his desk are papers for his nonprofit. Veterans First Initiative. Providing free therapy and support for veterans with PTSD and other service-related mental health issues. The nonprofit launches next month. He's hired 3 full-time counselors. All veterans themselves. All people who understand. He's still on probation. 16 more months. But he's following every rule. Attending every meeting. He sold his Porsche. Too many bad memories. He drives a used Honda Civic now. It gets him where he needs to go. That's enough. His dad didn't understand at first. "You're throwing your life away," he said. "For what? For some court order? Just wait it out and move on." But Trevor didn't move on. He moved forward. There's a difference. Moving on means forgetting. Moving forward means learning. He's not the same person who walked into that courtroom. That person was small, selfish, blind. This person sees more, cares more, understands more. It started with a parking lot, a bump, a choice to drive away, and it led here, to redemption, to purpose, to actually meaning something. Back in his chambers, Judge Frank Caprio reviews new case files. There's always more work, always more people needing justice. But today he allows himself a moment to think about Marcus and Trevor. He thinks about how justice isn't just punishment. It's rehabilitation. It's restoration. It's giving people chances to be better while holding them accountable for who they were. He thinks about Marcus, a man who served his country, who battles invisible wounds every single day, who showed more grace to his offender than most people could, who forgave when he didn't have to. That's real strength. He thinks about Trevor, a young man who had everything and understood nothing, who said terrible things, did terrible things, but who, when faced with real consequences, chose to change, chose to learn, chose to become someone worth respecting. Not everyone changes. Judge Caprio knows this. He's seen plenty of people cycle through his courtroom again and again, making the same mistakes, blaming everyone else, never learning. But some people do change, and when they do, it's beautiful. He closes the file, makes a note, marks the case as closed. Success. Then he picks up the next file. Case 2025, TR 95109. Someone else needing justice. Someone else with a story. He'll hear them. He'll be fair. He'll do his job. Because that's what justice requires. Not perfection. Not revenge. Not letting people off easy. But accountability balanced with mercy. Consequences balanced with opportunity. Punishment balanced with hope. Trevor Langston walked into a courtroom expecting to buy his way out. He walked out with a criminal record, jail time, community service, and a completely changed life. Marcus Chen walked into a courtroom expecting to be punished for being poor. He walked out with justice, support, and validation for his sacrifice. The system worked. Not perfectly. Systems never do. But it worked. Because one judge refused to let money talk louder than morality. Because one veteran showed that forgiveness is strength, not weakness. Because one privileged young man accepted that his actions have consequences and chose to be better. That's what justice looks like. Not in the law books. Not in the theories. But in real life. In a Providence courtroom. On a Tuesday morning. With real people and real consequences and real redemption. The story went viral. The video of Trevor's meltdown. The moment he called Marcus broken. Judge Caprio's sentencing. Marcus's forgiveness. All of it spread across social media. Millions of views. Thousands of comments. People debating. Discussing. Learning. Some defended Trevor. He's young. He made a mistake. Others wanted harsher punishment. 15 days isn't enough. He should have gotten years. But most people saw what Judge Caprio saw. An opportunity. A chance for someone to learn. To change. To become better. And he did. The parking fund still operates today. Dozens of veterans use it every month. Free parking while they seek care. No more tickets. No more stress. One small thing that makes a big difference. Trevor's nonprofit helps 12 veterans in its first year. 32 in its second year. It's growing. Expanding. Making a real impact. Marcus's sister beat cancer. She's in remission. Healthy. Alive. She writes Judge Caprio every year on the anniversary of his ruling. Thanking him. Updating him. She calls him her family's guardian angel. Trevor and Marcus aren't friends. Probably never will be. But they respect each other. When Trevor's nonprofit hosts events, he invites Marcus. Sometimes Marcus comes. Sometimes he doesn't. But the invitation matters. The effort matters. Trevor still struggles sometimes. Old habits. Old thoughts. The impulse to use money to solve problems. But he catches himself now. Stops. Thinks. Chooses differently. Marcus still struggles too. The PTSD. The autism. The daily challenges of existing in a world that doesn't always understand him. But he has support now. Resources. Hope. Neither of them is perfect. But both of them are trying. And trying matters. In the end, this story isn't about a rich kid getting punished. It's about accountability, about seeing people as people, about recognizing that everyone has a story, about understanding that privilege comes with responsibility, about learning that money can't buy respect, dignity, or justice. It's about an autistic veteran who couldn't make eye contact in court, who stood there while someone mocked his service, who faced humiliation and cruelty, and who, in the end, received justice, validation, respect. And it's about a judge who refused to let wealth shield wickedness, who saw through the expensive clothes and the famous name to the person underneath, who delivered consequences, and in those consequences created opportunity for change. Judge Frank Caprio is still on the bench, still hearing cases, still fighting for fairness, still believing that people can be better if given the right motivation. Chen still goes to the VA hospital twice a month, still parks with his special permit, still works at the warehouse, still sends money to his sister, still lives with his challenges, but he lives with dignity now, with recognition, with the knowledge that his service mattered, that he matters. Trevor Langston still has 17 months of probation, still checks in monthly, still follows every rule, but he's not counting down the days until it's over. He's building something that matters, something bigger than himself. Money can buy many things: designer clothes, expensive cars, big houses, luxury vacations. It can open doors, create opportunities, solve certain problems, but it cannot buy back time. It cannot undo harm. It cannot purchase respect. It cannot create character. It cannot make you a good person. And in Judge Frank Caprio's courtroom, it definitely cannot buy justice. Justice isn't for sale. It's not reserved for the rich. It's not denied to the poor. It's not about who you know, or what you own, or where you come from. Justice is about what you did, what you do next, how you treat others, whether you take responsibility, whether you learn, whether you change. That's justice. Real justice. The kind that matters. The kind that lasts. And on one Tuesday morning in Providence, Rhode Island, justice was served. Not with a light tap of a gavel, but with consequences, compassion, and a chance at redemption. For everyone watching, remember this: your bank account doesn't define your worth. Your service does. Your character does. Your choices do. Treat people with dignity. Take responsibility for your actions. And never, ever mock someone's sacrifice. Because you never know when you might end up standing in front of Judge Caprio. And in his courtroom, everyone is equal.